Howdy folks, 4 and 6 Psych back again. Leaving off right from where we left the last one. Had a bunch of stuff over in the working stiff tool. We're going to go back and get that. And a couple of zombies that were running around out here being obnoxious. Come on. Wow, she dropped like a hot rock. Alright, so last video we were discussing Mad Mole's most recent Alpha 15 Q&A. We left off with water. Water is being revamped, we all know that. They're trying to get it so that it flows more naturally and does what it's supposed to do and doesn't do what it's not supposed to do. Third person camera, they're trying to look at third person camera, trying to get a little bit better performance out of third person so that people that get sick playing first person can use third person to play instead. Got a guy coming up on us. Come on. All right. And I know I've said it before, but I'm corny and I like to say it again. You know, as geological formations go, that one's a beaut. Alright, let's get back to the serious work of playing video games. That guy wants us really bad too. So, come on. Let me take a look here. Will consoles get NPCs, traders? You know, it was, in my opinion, a little bit enlightening. He said he didn't know. He said he would have thought so, but he wasn't sure. He would have to look into that, which, you know, says that there's a little less control on the console side than what some people might expect the Fun Pimps actually have. Stuff is gone, so let's keep moving on. Let's see here. It also tells us that console is not going to mirror the PC version of the game. If you think about it, you know, I don't have an opinion about that one yet either. At some point we're going to have to take a look at the whatchamacallit, skill tree, I don't know what they call it. I did dump some points in there. I think I got my second point in Quality Joe. Hang on, we'll look. Let's get back over here to the working stiff. scrap that. Take the water, what the heck. Coffee beans? Don't need a bunch of sandwiches, got a bunch of sandwiches. What else can we do? I'm gonna scrap those. I'll leave those. Okay. So now we are headed back once again. Or yet again. Alright, so now I can concentrate a little bit. Okay, so somebody asked about heat map for bandits, which he actually thought was kind of an interesting idea. The thought or the premise is that if you're working on your base, making your base more attractive to zombies, or less attractive to zombies, more attractive to humans, you're trying to make some place where you can more easily survive. That's going to be of interest to the bandits. So that may create bandit heat, drawing them to your base where they may try and attack to take it over. Kind of an interesting idea. Our trees are really looking pretty big. What day is it? 13. So we've got a full day, damn it, and a half. Well, I certainly don't know how the zombies are going to survive that, because it's pretty much freaking killing me every time we come home. That's not what I was trying to do. Okay. So, yeah, so heat map for bandits. That was that. Adding stationary vehicles like campers, RVs. Those of you that were military know what a TOC is. So adding a TOC, that kind of thing. You know, he said he thought it sounded like a good idea. Nice. What does the tool and die set do for us anyway? Come on. Used in the forge to unlock recipes. I'll look it up online and I'll let you know. So TOCs, RVs, campers, U-Hauls, all that stuff sounds really cool. But it's really hard to make a U-Haul or an RV. Try making a Winnebago out of square blocks and see how that turns out for you. Right? See what we're saying? So he was not entirely convinced that that was going to happen at all. I wouldn't say he was dead set against the idea, but he really did not seem excited about it. So I would not bet money on that happening. Let's get some springs out of there. Some headlights, a couple of tools. That could go upstairs. That there. That goes in there. Chainsaw parts. Handlebars. Tool and die. Oil. 2 anvils. It's worth a decent amount of scrap. Lead, brass. Nope. Powder. Food. Yeah, I better get my gardening in while I can, huh? I should probably chop those down. I'll do it in a while. Let's see if we can get down without breaking our leg. Okay. Um, let's see here. Other zombie types. There are cops and nurses. Will there be other types like bikers, etc.? Yeah, there already are. He said in the new UMA, there's a soldier, there's a utility worker. Oh my goodness. One of the things that he showed was a miner, as in, I'm going to go do some mining. I'll see you guys later. Snow White. Right? Seven Dwarfs, miners. Anyway, so one of the things he said might happen is, for instance, miner zombies might spawn uh, in dark caves or dark mines where it's unlit, or they may tunnel down to your mines and caves and attack you. So be ready for that. But you know, they're not against having any other professions. There might be other stuff coming. He didn't really necessarily get into it that much, but you know, he showed a little interest there, so you never know. There might be stuff coming down the pipe like that. Ammo, paper. Huh. All right, eggs. Anyone? You know what? I'm gonna leave those ones down there, and we can use them for brewing. Make some actual coffee. Alright, get rid of those. The brass. And the water. Alright. I'm just gonna stand here like an idiot now and talk, but what can you do, right? Different zombie types. Any chance of making random gen a little less random? For instance, they want to be able to control maybe with a slider or something, saying, you know, we only want 20% burnt biome or desolation biome. We want more snow biome. And he said, you can do that now by editing the XML. However, they do want to add that in. Probably not for 15, probably not 16 even, maybe 16. But they do want to make it more configurable so that you get less water, more snow, less burnt, whatever. Personally, I hate the desolation biome. Can't stand it. And the burnt biome runs neck and neck, I guess. I don't really like either of them. So that's coming. Crafting mattresses to use as a bedroll, or taking a mattress to use as a bedroll. Used to be able to do that. Would like to be able to do it again. He said, sure, why not? The more stuff they can add to keep in it that does not interfere with better performance, that increases creativeness, he said he is all for. Let's see. As long as we're staying here, might as well eat a sandwich. Tinder boxes. Will there be tinder boxes? He said no, that's too realistic. Doesn't see where it adds anything to the gameplay. All it does is slow down the length of time it takes to get a fire going, and eats into the amount of day that you get to spend. Steel armor, battle axes. Yeah, maybe. They might get to that. It's going to be a while. Some jerk asked if Tools should be losing durability as we use them for doing upgrades, and instead of, you know, like you hit something with a hammer, it loses a little durability. And he said, yeah, actually, if you're using your wrench to upgrade your blocks and stuff to build your base, it should be losing durability. So thanks to that jerk, we're probably going to be double dipping the tools as far as durability loss. I don't really have as big a problem with it as I'm making it out to be, but still it's going to kind of suck because your hammers or wrenches especially are going to, they're going to wear down that much faster. Stopping or toggling off friendly fire, I thought that was already a thing, but I don't PvP, so still allowing animal damage and enemy damage, but not allowing any PvP damage from friendly fire. He said, yeah, they want to make PvP very customizable. Chrysanthemum seeds for planting, yeah, they're working on that. Should be in 15. Trap covers, yeah, maybe. It was hard to hear that question. You might go take a look at it in his new video. It's at 35 minutes and about 20 seconds. I really couldn't hear it, but it was something about an earlier version having trap covers. So you go take a look and tell me what you think he's talking about. But yeah, he said they're looking at trap covers. Four-wheeler. Some people are asking about new vehicles coming in. Somebody said, hey, it'd be really cool to have a four-wheeler that could seat two, maybe with a little more storage. He said there's new vehicles coming. They'll see about that. Trade maps between players so that you can see, you know, we're both online. You can compare your map to my map, and it uncovers what I have that you don't on your map, and yours uncovers what you have that I don't on my map. Information sharing. He wasn't sure about that. He didn't know. Maybe, maybe not. Crafting a backpack. We've mentioned that. We talked about that. They're working on it, but nothing concrete there yet. They're discussing it. But being able to build bigger backpacks, maybe. The bandit AI. Will they react to their surroundings and use cover, duck, stuff like that? All right. So here we have it. Bad news time. Bandits are not going to make it into Alpha 15. Alpha 15, at least 15, 15.1 are not going to contain bandits. Maybe by the end of the alpha they might. They don't want to release them until they have them working right. And that's one of the things that they're supposed to do. They're supposed to use cover. They're supposed to duck. They're supposed to try and flank you. They're supposed to do all that stuff. And they really need to get that worked out and functional first, and then they'll release them. But here's where he says, some good news is Alpha 15 is coming very soon. And those were his words. Alpha 15 is coming very soon. Now, a little later in the video, he says maybe he'll show something, I forget what it was, maybe I'll show that in next week's Q&A. So to me, that says they plan on releasing Alpha 15 very soon, but there's going to be another Q&A for Alpha 15 this weekend. So I take that to mean that they're not releasing Alpha 15 this weekend. I think that they'll release it next week, the last week of July. So go listen to it yourself and see what you think, but I think that's what that means. Oh, he said that as far as the bandits are going, they're doing some all-new motion capture and stuff, and it's going to be freaking great. So we'll be happy that they held out for a little bit on that. New animations are coming along, like swimming and climbing, and those all look fantastic, he said. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that will do. Alright. Drop the block. I know, you're wondering what the heck I'm doing. I know how to do this. Now you know what I'm doing, don't you? So long as I'm just sitting around jaw-jacking, I may as well get some crap done, right? Alright, what do we got? 24 minutes on the clock. And, I didn't kill myself. Alright. Not there. Up here. 1. Bars. Let's say 14. Alright, let's get back to business. Trading maps, crafting a backpack, bandit UU AI, new animations, airdrop going. Somebody asked about a wheelbarrow for mining, kind of like a mobile chest. He said, you know, we've got a mini bike with a basket, that should be good enough. Kind of backpedaled on that one a little bit, said, I don't know, maybe, we'll see. Somebody asked about scrap iron tool tier, scrap iron tools and scrap iron weapons. At first he said no, and then he said, well, I don't know, maybe. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't, maybe it'll never happen. Certainly not in Alpha 15. Somebody asked if UMA was going to be available to modders. And he said, yeah, it already is. You guys, all you gotta do is go open, for instance, if you want to model a zombie, go to open archetypes.xml and start coding, and there you have it, right? Interesting. Come on. Alright, so archetypes.xml, start coding, you have your own UMA. At some point they are going to try and release something that will be, he showed the UMA interface in his Um, they showed it in his computer what he was doing with it, and come on. Ooh, I like them apples. Nice. Um, where were I? Oh, as far as the UMA stuff, well, that's kind of a bummer. Adding it, you can do that. Hopefully they'll put in the slider based one that he shows in his video. Um, hmm, if they have stuff like crossbows and they add slots to them to add stuff like a flashlight, can they add it to melee weapons as well? He said, yeah, maybe they could do that, but it seems just like a way to clutter up your inbox. That is probably not the one that we want to do that with. Alright. Let's see if we can do this upright. I know, I got all quiet on you. Ooh. Alright. That's not too shabby. Alright. Now I can chew gum and walk at the same time or something. Where were we? Wheelbarrow, scrap iron tools. Yeah, scrap iron tools, no, that's not gonna happen. UMA to modders, yeah, you can do that already, but they're gonna make something. Crossbow stuff. Craftable compass and waypoints that are updatable. No. Maybe in a later or mod it ourselves. Is what he said there. I actually... I don't know. There's a compass in the game. So I don't know what what we need another one for. So what do you think? Is this gonna collapse on me or what? I don't know. We'll see. Really? For Pete's sake. Will all blocks that are in the XML be craftable by players? No, flat out no. He said as many as they could, but not all. There's just too many. It would clutter up the menus horribly, and you know, they need to keep control of some of that stuff to make sure this stuff stays stable. Somebody asked about lures. Now this is interesting. This was a nice conversation. Somebody asked about lures and wanted to know about lures like an alarm clock. So they were thinking like if there was an alarm clock. Nice. You could set it to go off and distract the zombies. He was thinking more along the lines of a remote controlled device that you could set off. Jeez, oh Pete, I hate that. And the remote controlled device, one of the things that he was talking about or mentioning was like a remote controlled bomb or fireworks that you could set off from a distance, and then those would go off. Like you could set them off outside of a town, and once they were set off, all the zombies would go running over to check out what that noise was and to see what was happening, and you could then run in and loot the town. I think that's a freaking awesome idea, and it makes sense. It's something that humans would do to gain the upper hand on zombies. There we go. Really? Come on. Give a guy a break, would ya? Just about out of time. But I'm too crafty for my own good. Now watch me fall to my death. Alright. What do you think? Other than the fact that it looks a little stupid right there, we have ourselves a walkway to get over here to do some farming. I'll make it better. But worth it for now. Really? It's kind of strange. Alright, so we're past our 30-minute mark. We'll run this one a little bit long. I don't know that I have anything to cut out of it. 4 and 6 Psych, signing out. If you like what you're seeing, you're enjoying the videos, click the like button. If you're new, click subscribe, and you'll get notifications when I put up new stuff like this one. If you have friends, tell them about the videos, so I'm going to come check them out. And start some conversations down in the conversation section below. Thanks a lot, folks. See ya.